College graduates, well, you're entering the job market at a difficult time. An Oxford economic study found the class of 2025 is being impacted by AI, among other things. Tom Gimbel here to talk about those struggles. First of all, hi. Some job coaches are saying it's trash right now, the job market.
It's not as good as it's been, for sure. I mean, kids coming out, you're getting a degree, you're spending this money, you're coming out, and the stock market's up, and you hear all these different singles. And the truth of the matter is, for that one demographic of kids right out of college, 1, 2, 3 years right now, 22 to 25, it's a really challenging job
But they
market.
said May was good as far as the unemployment rate. I mean, it was really low.
Unemployment, we're adding jobs, 139,000. Unemployment staying about 4.2%. But for kids out of college, it's 50% higher. It's 6%.
Why is it different for them?
Well, I think a variety of reasons. I think number one, companies aren't hiring in mass. And usually college kids coming out of college are in training classes. Whether it's sales or HR operations or call centers, they're going in and big companies hire in volume.
I see.
And so when you have an unsure economic forecast with what's going on with Trump and everything else, people aren't sure where we're going to be in 6 months. So companies aren't hiring in volume, and that directly affects recent college graduates.
What about AI? What does that
AI, it's definitely playing a role. And I think even if it's not doing it today, companies are saying, okay, we're going to have to invest, for a small company, medium-sized company, $500,000 to $2 million. For a Fortune 500 company, tens of millions of dollars in AI. And do we really want to increase wages while we're making that infrastructure investment? And the answer right now has been no.
So right now, parents and kids who just graduate, because this is the season, they're like, oh my goodness, what do I do?
Well, I think before we get there. So what we've seen is that on Handshake, which is a virtual job posting at college campuses, we've seen that postings are down 15%.
Really?
Right? Applications are up 30%. So what that tells me is that kids don't have the jobs lined up that they used to in January, February, March. So now they're applying more.
So is it their fault, or?
No, listen, I know this is hard to understand. Sometimes it's no one's fault. It's no one's fault.
Everyone always wants to put blame on
They want to blame somebody. And in this situation, that's not the route to take. And so what can you do? I think number one is you got to have realistic expectations. Don't think you're going to get a job at a certain dollar amount. Think about what you want to do. If you want to get into accounting, don't think, well, last year a person in my sorority got a job for $60,000. Forget that.
And we talked about that because kids want to go right to the top. They don't want to stop at the bottom and go up.
Listen, if you have to go live with mom and dad for 6 months or a year, go do it. If you have to live in a kind of a crappy apartment, do that. But don't be thinking I'm worth something. You're worth what the market will pay you.
Is it okay to be a Nepo baby?
If you are what you are, right? If that's how you're going to get something.
Because some people say, no, I'm not going to get a job because my father or mother does this. I'm going to get it on my own. But it may take longer, right?
Well, I think at the end of the day, the more important thing is, can you keep the job?
Gotcha.
Right? And I've seen a lot of people who get jobs. And listen, a lot of people think, oh, a Nepo baby means I got a job because my mom or dad was a VP or a CEO.
Right.
I'll tell you this, I know people who their mom or dad is a golf pro or a cop, and they happen to be a friend of somebody who's got that, and they get them the job. It just means that you're using the resources you have, and we're in the business of socialization. Contrary to public opinion, get off your phone, start talking to people, and the more you network and talk to people, the easier it is to get a job.
Use those resources. I mean, you've got the summer now. Maybe want to have coffee with me, or can I meet you for lunch or something like that?
Are you asking me we should go do that?
Sure, let's.
Let's do that. I would love that.
You need a job?
Yeah. Ironically, I may.
Who knows? I may too. But there is hope, though.
Oh, I think there's a lot of hope. And I think what we're going to see is nothing lasts forever. And let's say that the economy stays bad for the rest. It's going to pick up. And the key thing is be flexible. And you also don't know what you don't know. Go get a retail job. In 6 months, you may move into management.
Exactly.
Right? And you're doing something. Or you may be waiting on somebody who's the hiring manager at a company, and they go, oh, why are you doing this? And they hire you. It's better than sitting in your house scrolling on your phone. Get out there and contribute.
I used to tell kids, you want to get into radio? Become the receptionist. You never know what might happen.
You know where the openings are.
That's right.
So get the job and just go work.
Yes.
Get your hands dirty a little bit.
Thank you, sir.
Always a pleasure.